You totally exceeded my expectations. What a performance! Tennis is a game of mistakes. Whoever makes more mistakes will lose.
So the only 2 shots I've hit have been terrible. Let's see how it goes.
हेलो वेलकम, दिस इज अनदर डे और हम फिर एक बार निकल चुके हैं एक स्पोर्ट्स ग्राउंड की तरफ। और आज मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ क्योंकि आज मैं एक ऐसा स्पोर्ट खेलने वाला हूँ जो अलग अलग फॉर्म में मैं बचपन में बहुत बार खेला हूँ। ये एक ऐसा स्पोर्ट है जिसके इक्विपमेंट से सारे इंडियंस खेलते हैं, लेकिन ये स्पोर्ट बहुत कम लोग खेलते हैं। इसकी बॉल से सारे बच्चे क्रिकेट खेलते हैं और इसकी रैकेट से सारे उनके माँ बाप मच्छर मारते हैं। जी हाँ, हम बात कर रहे हैं टेनिस की। तो आज हम मिलने वाले हैं एक चैंपियन से जो हमें बताएंगे टिप्स, ट्रिक्स एंड रीजंस टू लव टेनिस। एक और चीज के बारे में जानेंगे, क्या आपने कभी रॉजर फेडरर और अरबाज खान को एक साथ घूमते हुए देखा है? अगर नहीं देखा तो आप ये कैसे मान सकते हो कि वो दोनों एक ही इंसान नहीं है? सब चीजों के बारे में बात करेंगे, सारी चीजें जानेंगे इन टुडेज एपिसोड ऑफ चैंपियन स्टफ।
आगे बढ़ने से पहले अगर आप भी मेरी तरह इस चैनल पर नए हैं तो वेलकम टू चैंपियन स्टफ। इन दिस शो वी प्ले स्पोर्ट्स एंड फाइंड ऑल द रीजंस टू लव इट। Three hours before the match, we are on the tennis court और यहाँ हम सीखने वाले हैं टेनिस के रूल्स, हैक्स और रीजंस टू लव। वैसे तो मैंने आज तक टेनिस बॉल से सिर्फ क्रिकेट खेला है, लेकिन कभी कभी मैं फालतू में बहुत ज्यादा ऑप्टिमिस्टिक हो जाता हूँ, तो मुझे लगता है कि हम आज बहुत कम समय में ढेर सारा टेनिस सीख कर मैच में डोमिनेट करेंगे, वैसे ही जैसे मैं शैडो बैटिंग करते वक्त क्रिकेट में करता था। नाउ टू मेक दिस अ रियलिटी, आज हम मिलने वाले हैं ATP रैंक टेनिस प्लेयर दिमित्री बास्कोव से। पिछले 13 सालों से प्रोफेशनल टेनिस खेलते आए हैं। एज अ प्लेयर इन्होंने 8 बार डेविस कप टाइटल्स खेले हैं और 35 इंटरनेशनल मैचेस जीते हैं। Born in a tiny Soviet country of Moldova in Europe, दिमित्री अब इंडिया में रहते हैं और अपने जैसे बाकी चैंपियंस को कोच करते हैं।
हेलो,
Hi. How are you
व्हाट्स
doing?
अप?
All
I'm
good, all
good.
good.
So I'm here to learn tennis. I have never stepped on a tennis court before,
You're welcome.
but I've always watched Roger Federer play, and I've always also watched Roger Federer act in Bollywood movies. Have you seen him?
What are you saying?
You haven't?
Roger Federer in a Bollywood movie?
Yeah.
No. Please share.
He's very closely related to Salman Khan.
Wow, this is news.
You don't know?
No,
Do you know Abbas Khan?
no.
Okay, so he is Roger Federer doppelganger, and he's
Oh,
Salman
Jesus.
Khan's brother.
Oh my God, I was like, oh my God. How could I miss this one?
Okay, so today is about tennis, and the first thing I want to understand is if we have 30 seconds, I'm playing my first ever match in 30 seconds.
Okay.
What will you tell me that'll help me to play my first match?
Look, tennis is a game of mistakes. You and me are the same. You don't want to lose, I don't want to lose. And this is what usually happens. One of us loses. So whoever makes more mistakes will lose. We just try to keep as many balls inside of the court. The technique matters at the higher level. Up until then, you just need to hold your racket tight and try to place the ball over the net within the lines, and you'll be good. That's
Okay. I picked something very interesting from what you said. You said it's a game of mistakes.
Yes.
And by that, you also mean the first one to make a mistake will lose a point, and basically you just survive till
Yeah.
the other person loses a point.
or you just initiate your opponent's mistake.
Okay.
So there is such term in tennis as unforced error and forced error in the statistics. If you watch tennis on the TV, you'll see after the match they give a lot of statistics, which half of it doesn't make sense. But there is a very good one. Usually we pay attention to the unforced errors because on the professional level, it's not common, as I said, to make a mistake on your own. And then there is forced error. when you are forcing me to run somewhere incredibly hard to hit the ball and making a mistake, which is common. So that's why I'm saying try not to make unforced errors.
बहुत ही बढ़िया मोमेंट यहाँ पे हुआ है कि टेनिस इज अबाउट मेकिंग द अदर पर्सन मेक एरर्स, मेक दोज मिस्टेक्स. मतलब आपको सर्वाइव करना है, फ्लोट करना है जब तक सामने वाला आपका ओपोनेंट एक गलती करता है. सो इफ यू कुड टेल मी द मोस्ट बेसिक 3 रूल्स ऑफ टेनिस, things like scoring, things like the markings, what are the most basic 3 things I should know before stepping on the ground?
So look, these 2 little boxes, there is one here, there's one you are standing in. These are called service boxes. They are meant for your opponent to serve in.
Okay.
Yeah, this is rule number 1. You cannot start the game until your opponent puts the ball in, and the same applies for you. You are supposed to put your serve.
Okay. My serve can't be beyond this point.
Cannot. And cannot be beyond this point also.
Okay, cross court.
So we always have to serve cross court. If I'm serving from this side, I have to serve in that box.
Okay.
1 point is over, I go to this side and I have to serve in this box.
Got it.
And it keeps going.
Okay. And is the point system like badminton? Is it similar?
No, point system is such a topic which people will ask questions, especially on your channel, because there's no real answer to it. But the scoring system goes like 0. Then after winning 1 point, you become 15. Winning the second point, you become 30. And logically, after winning the third point would be 45, but it's not.
It's not, okay.
It's 40.
Okay.
And only after winning the fourth point, you win the game, which is part of the set, and you have to win 2 sets to win the match.
I know the logic now. So, guys, tennis का invention maths से पहले हुआ था. Tennis is invented before maths. And that's why
they didn't know anything about
they
maths.
got the numbers right. Maths got the numbers wrong, and that's why all the confusion. What is rule number 3 I should know before stepping on the court?
Rule number 3. Let's say now the real game. What is it about? The sidelines. So these 2, they're called the sidelines. And the last one is called the baseline. The ball has to stay within these lines. So after the serve, after the rule number 1 is applied, you're allowed to use the entire space.
Okay.
And the ball has to land anywhere within these lines. Until it's there, you're good to go.
Okay.
You're still fighting for the point.
Okay, so then onwards, it is simpler.
Yes. So
The game
after
is
this is done, only 1 shot, the game is open.
And when you say inside the box, how are these 2 lines different?
This is the single side line.
Okay, got it.
And this line is made for doubles.
Got it,
There are
got
some tournaments where they don't play doubles tennis. And the court looks like it's a little shrunk without these lines. So we have only singles line.
Got it.
It's very unconventional. People don't usually see such courts because they're made universally. So this court, if now somebody comes and wants to play singles, they can play singles. They don't pay attention to.
Got it. Okay, fine. So quite simple that way. So the 3 rules, the first 3 we know are you serve cross court and the match starts when you land the ball in this box.
Yes.
And rule number 2 is the scoring system, a whole new episode, but the points work like 0, 15, 30, 40, and you win a game. When you win multiple games, you win a set. When you win multiple set, you win a match. When you win multiple matches,
you win the life.
You win. Okay. Rule number 3 is
the general game.
The general game. So the simpler part of the game, land inside the box and do whatever the F you want to do. I know the basics. There might be some more complex rules like every game does. Things like fouls, slightly level 2 rules, I would call them.
Yeah.
What are such rules in tennis?
While serving, We're not done with serving. It still
Okay.
it still has rules.
Okay.
So you are supposed to be right behind the court. You are not allowed to even touch the line. You have to serve from here and then make a shot.
Okay.
And only after that, you can walk whatever you want. The
Okay.
entire world is
Okay.
yours.
What's rule number 2?
You hit the net, you lose,
Okay.
right?
You hit the net,
It's the
you
opposite
lose.
of football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not supposed to hit the net.
Hit the. Okay. Yes.
I
Exactly.
tell my students when they keep hitting the net, I always tell them, you're not on the soccer field. Please.
And so it's anti-football. The game is anti-football. It's also anti-cricket. You can't hit sixes here,
You can't. You can't. You will lose all the balls.
but you will also lose points.
That's less painful, believe me.
If I told you I would hit this and this would land in the box, would you believe me? Would you bet on me to hit it there, or would you bet against
I wouldn't
it?
bet against you. I would rather stay out of this bet because it's a complete gambling. But I'm sure you can do it.
Let's take a bet.
Yeah?
Pick a side. Pick a side.
I'll pick your side.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, coach. Will we hit there? Let's see. Yay! It was out, right?
You didn't, yes. This is only if the purpose is solely to start the point, but in a more advanced tennis, we serve overhead.
Oh, the
Because-
basics I got wrong.
But that's kids start like this because it's a very complex motion. But the logic behind is just like playing cricket. You don't want to throw it from here because then you don't have the range of bounces. You can't use all the spins. But you have a higher motion because then the ball bounces sharper up. You can create more
Okay,
complications for the opponent.
Makes
So
sense.
that's why we try to serve all the way from the top. Yeah, because you see the speed which I generated. It's his trouble now.
I think I would want to try again now that I know it was supposed to
Okay.
be overarm.
Okay. Yes.
And okay, then also would you also say this is a motion similar to when you're bowling in cricket?
I would say, yeah, I have a few friends bowlers who can serve probably better than me. No. Not
Okay,
really.
let's try.
But they do serve good.
Okay, so do I toss this and try to hit?
Yes.
Okay. It'll look really bad on camera, but let's try. Oh,
All right.
yes!
You see? Oh, yeah.
If
Oh,
this
you
was
did it.
cricket, I would have gotten runs. Okay, so we have a long way.
Yes.
I just wanted to show you that.
Don't worry. I knew that.
In the next few things we talk about, I want to start becoming a good beginner. What are the things I should know to be that? Some tips, some hacks.
There are generally two types of shots in tennis. It would be a forehand on your right side, and it would be a backhand on your left side.
And the backhand is always two hands?
Not
using
always
two hands?
two-handed. No. You watch Federer, he was one-handed. Anyways, to hit the forehand, you have to hold your racket just like you would hold a mirror in front of your face.
Okay.
Yep. So this would be the mirror. Looks in your face. That's how you hold the racket. Okay?
Okay.
Try not to let it slip in any way. Just hold it the way you hold the mirror and try to play the ball.
Okay. Is this the swing? Am I doing anything wrong? Would you compare the swing?
I would tell you don't overdo anything.
Okay.
Just do less. I always tell my kids, this is the racket without me. And this is the ball. If I drop the ball on the racket, it will come back pretty much without any loss of energy. Yeah, we start from here, from shoulder level. The ball will bounce up just below the shoulder. So you can't even consider it a big loss. So imagine, if you are not in the picture, the racket is able to do everything for you. Your part is just not to mess it up. Okay?
Right.
So don't try to hit super hard because then it will fly. Don't try to hit it very slow because the racket has enough of the ability.
And this was against gravity, so I'm assuming with this power, it
Exactly.
will.
Yes. So if
cross
I'm
the
giving
net.
you certain power and you just block the racket, just leave the racket in front of the ball and let it bounce, it will bounce back to me.
Is there a motion which I should follow when I'm serving? Because that is something I'll have to do multiple times in a game.
So there are 3 loops. This is the first one, when the racket goes down. And then you drop the racket behind your back. And then you throw it forward.
Okay.
See? And scoop.
Okay.
Big scoop. Up. Love ice cream?
Yeah.
Yep. And then from here, we can go for the next. So for the warm-up, we always do this exercise without any stopping. The racket should keep flowing from this loop into this loop, into this loop, and into next loop.
It's exactly the infinity shaped loop.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's like a triple infinity. So we start from here. We aim.
Okay.
And then 1 loop, look straight. 2 loop,
Okay.
3 loop.
Okay. When we are after the serve, when
After
we are
the
in the
serve,
match,
We start doing the normal stuff.
then whatever
Yes.
is the best
Yes.
in that moment. So the only 2 shots I've hit have been terrible. And that's why I don't think I'm match ready. But Coach Dimitrii thinks that we are match ready. We're going to warm up a little bit.
Yep.
We are going to do a shots. And I think then I'll feel better about being match ready. Let's see how this goes.
Let's go.
तो मैच खेलने से पहले हमने दिमित्री से सीखे टिप्स,
Ready.
ट्रिक्स एंड रीजंस टू लव टेनिस.
Wonderful. You made like 10
You
shots.
just said I'm ready, so I had to prove I'm not.
लेकिन is this enough to win a real match?
1 गेम हम जीत गए हैं और 3 जीतने हैं और
We only find out when we face 2 champions on a tennis
point.
court
No,
in our
no,
next
no, no.
episode of Champion Stuff.